How to bring up a divorce in the past. How much detail is too much on a first or second date? I think that the way that you bring up the divorce is just own the reality of it. You just talk about it matter of fact. You don't feel embarrassed about it or ashamed of it or try to deny it, because that makes it more suspect. If you just say, yeah, honestly, I was married for 4 years. We went through a divorce a couple of years back. It was hard, but I feel like I'm in a really good place right now. Then people are going to say, okay, this divorce happened, but he's not upset about it. He's not holding on to anger and resentment. He's not embarrassed about admitting it. It's not weighing on him. It's not like a huge problem just lingering there. It must have been processed okay. And that's, I think, where most people are concerned about stuff like that. Same thing I tell guys about, like, when they haven't had much romantic experience. If you own it and say, yeah, honestly, I spent a lot of time just focusing on getting my degree and getting my career up, and now I'm ready to kind of date more, then people are cool with it. If you're really like, I know I haven't had much experience and I know it's a little weird and I hope it's okay, then that is how people will perceive it. They will perceive it through that negative light. And then how much detail is too much? I think that's partially for you to decide. So in general, I probably wouldn't be talking about it for more than 5, maybe 10 minutes, because I think that the first or second date is supposed to focus on you two. You guys connecting, you understanding each other, you feeling each other's vibe, and you flirting. If you're reminiscing about the past, and especially about painful things, it kind of detracts from that connection that you guys have in the moment, and it can change the mood of it. That being said, if you want to talk about it for 2 minutes, like, I know some people that have been through divorce, and the person on the other end of the table has also been through divorce. So it's okay to share that. Just, I would probably cap it at like 5 or 10 minutes. But also, if you don't want to talk about it much at all, then I think just express that and say, yeah, I've been through divorce. It was about 2-3 years ago. We're in a good place. We're still friends. Everything's great there. But honestly, I don't really love talking about that much on a first or second date. I'd much rather get to know you and actually feel the vibe here. Or I feel like, when we talk about stuff like that on a date, kind of detracts from the moment. We can always talk about that later. Tell me more about you. And then you're owning that you are okay with it, but it's just not something you want to focus on. Rather than like getting quiet and being like, I don't want to talk about this. Just tell them like, yeah, it's not exciting. I don't think it's the best way for us to get to know each other. I'd rather focus on the moment. And most people are like, cool, he's not embarrassed by it, but he just has a boundary here. No big deal.